seriously doubt, my reasons for not wanting to be Sonny's best man. They're many and varied.
Well, of course they are. I mean, I know you two have a difficult relationship. You're on one side of the law, he's on the other side of the law, and he shot you.
That's not why I'm turning him down.
Then why are you?
I don't want to get emotionally involved, and then next thing you know, like we're heading down a path, or Sonny thinks we're going down a path that we're not going to get to.
What are you talking about? You don't want to get emotionally involved. This man is your father. He's going to want to be emotionally involved with you, whether or not you're his best man. I mean, this is our day, our one day. We want it to be about love. We want it to be about family. We want it to stay simple. All of Sonny's kids are going to be in the ceremony.
That's great. Yeah, I said I was going to be there.
No, it's not the same.
Well, then it'll have to do. It'll have to do.
No, it doesn't have to do. What about, babe, wasn't it Michael who... It was Michael's idea, right, for you to be Sonny's man to begin with? So, look, I understand you don't have a perfect relationship with your father. I'm really sorry about that, but you don't realize how lucky you are. I have zero connection with my father. And all of these little kids, your younger siblings, are going to be in this ceremony.
Yeah, that's another reason why I'd be like a hypocrite.
It's a wedding. If you can put aside how you feel for me for one day, it would be...
Well, maybe if you can't do it for your own father, maybe you could do it for your younger brothers and sisters. Maybe you could do it as a favor to me. Please?
That's not fair.
Well, I fight dirty.
All right, looks like you got a best man.
Look at the bigger picture. Wrap your mind around what will happen if the truth comes out after Sonny and Brenda are married. Sonny marries the love of his life and finds out that there was an affair and a secret child with his son? Or Brenda, what if she reverts back to true form? She's a black hole for attention. There's never enough. And what if she realizes after being married to Sonny, it's not the love fest she thought it was going to be? So she starts looking around for something that's going to make her days interesting. Who do you think she's going to turn to?
Dante.
Yeah.
Like a laser. And if Sonny finds out...
It's the ultimate betrayal. Sonny's wife and son.
Well, what the hell is Brenda thinking anyway? Marrying the grandfather of her child. I mean, words fail.
Well, they don't fail me. Self-centered, spoiled, boy, they all come to mind. Not to mention, disturbed.
You paint a horrifying picture. Sonny wallowing in his own personal hell, dragging us all down with him into the flames.
Okay, you know Sonny. Am I exaggerating?
All right, I will help you get a legitimate copy of the parental agreement between Brenda and Dante.
Thank you.
But I have got to warn you, my ass is going to be covered. Ass covered every step of the way.
I will never say a word.
You better not say a word. But you better tell Sonny sooner rather than later about Brenda and Dante, because no one wants to be around if he has to suffer public humiliation with everything else on his plate.
Okay, where is it?
How did you know?
Spinelli told me. If there's a copy in this office, I want to see it right now.
Can't you just let this vendetta against Brenda go?
Let it go?
Don't you see? It's spiraling out of control. Innocent people are getting swept up in a thing they had nothing to do with. Haven't you tormented Brenda enough?
Brenda was with my son in his final days. She may well know who killed him. Your pleas for Brenda fall on deaf ears.
Then let me plead for me and mine. I've served my purpose. There's no reason for you to punish my sister.
I decide when you're of no use to me, not you.
Please, let me out of this devil's bargain. Release my sister and we'll both disappear.
But that would put a crimp in your romantic aspirations for Lucky Spencer. Do you deny you have those feelings?
What does it matter?
It doesn't. That's the point. Your feelings are immaterial to me. I'm neither moved nor interested. I do not release you from your obligation to me. You are to stay in Lucky Spencer's bed and report every move he makes on Brenda's behalf, or to get information about the Balkan. And once you've attended Brenda's ill-fated wedding, you may be called upon to lure Lucky to his death, if I so decide.
You should have gone after Brooklyn, man.
Yeah, I'll see her later. Besides, I need to figure out what I'm going to say to her first.
Seriously? It's that difficult? Well, you just go up to her and say, you know, thanks for caring enough to have my back, and then you kiss her or something. Or not, whatever.
No, I thought about it, and I just...
Well, what's stopping you?
I don't know, reluctance to ruin yet another good thing, I guess.
Was Brooklyn right about Elizabeth?
Lucky, she could be, I guess. I mean, she has been coming around a lot more lately.
How do you feel about that?
Well, honestly, I'm trying not to read too much into it right now, but I'd be foolish not to realize that I probably do look a lot better to Elizabeth now that you're with Siobhan. And who wants to be the rebound guy, you know? But on the other hand, there's Aiden, and him being able to grow up with the benefit of having both parents. So let's just say, if I were to consider starting things up with Elizabeth again, would that bother you?
Doctor, you and I need to have a chat.
Oh, well, no progress report necessary, because I saw everything with my own eyes. You two are hitting it off magnificently, and you hadn't lost your touch.
Tell me something, Lisa. Did it ever occur to you to tell me about the fact that Robin is HIV positive when you started talking to me about sleeping with her?
Well, I thought it would just come about in the natural course of things, which is what happened, right?
I would rather have heard it from you.
But it's not my story to tell.
When has that ever mattered?
When it helps further the bond between you two, which it did, and you handled it perfectly. That story that you made up about your friend with the HIV.
That was not a lie.
Well, okay, well, that's even better. Right, you and Robin, you are responsible adults. You are enlightened medical professionals. You know how to take precautions. You know with her viral load that she's on, your chances of getting infected are next to none. Okay, but listen to me. If it makes you squeamish, you don't need to sleep with her. Right, just get her good and infatuated. That'll do the trick.
You know what makes me squeamish?
What?
Lisa, if you didn't bother to tell me about Robin's HIV status, what else are you keeping from me?
It's a little late for me to be ducking the blame for screwing up. This whole city knows that I cheated on Robin with Lisa. But it's bigger than that. I want to make sure my wife is safe.
You know what I think? I think you're so mad and guilty over jeopardizing your marriage that you're looking for that one magic bullet to make it all go away. But I don't have your syringe.
Yeah, and I don't think I believe you.
It's up to you. There is a potential upside, though. Maybe Lisa turning to me means that she's moving on from you. Robin's no longer a threat to her. You can move on with your life.
Well, I won't be letting my guard down anytime soon, and you shouldn't either. Trust me, Johnny. Lisa's smart. She's conniving, she's fearless, and she doesn't have a conscience. She will turn on you the second you least expect it.
I'm not worried.
Don't say I didn't warn you.
I can't believe Spinelli told you. I should have known he couldn't keep anything from the master.
Yeah, well, Spinelli's proud. He probably thinks it's going to be a bestseller.
What do you mean a bestseller?
What it's going to be is a pain in my ass. The video game he did, The Secret Life of Damien Spinelli, how dumb is that?
I beg your pardon. This book is not going to be dumb. We have been working very hard to give it a
What do you mean? Wait a minute. What do you mean we?
Spinelli asked me to co-author because he values my input.
Okay, well, here's mine. If that book gets published and I'm in it, you're going to be suing yourself on my behalf.
Maybe you should actually read it before you pass judgment, pardon me. If you are indeed mentioned in the book, you might actually enjoy the whimsical and slightly more sophisticated way in which you are portrayed.
Tell me you're not involved in this.
That was the first I heard.
What are you doing here then?
Look, whatever you do or don't do with Elizabeth, I don't want to be involved or consulted about it.
All right, well, we're talking about it. That's progress, I guess.
Sorry, that came out a little more hostile than I intended. Look, what do you want? You want my seal of approval for you and Elizabeth?
Not approval or acceptance or anything like that, but understanding, maybe. I know that's easier said than done. All the damage that I've done,
I'm getting past it, you know?
Are you?
I can't advise you about getting back together with Elizabeth, man. I mean, that's between you and her, and you gotta just follow your heart or whatever. But look, if you do decide to move forward, you gotta do it for the right reasons. You know what I'm saying? You have to do it because you love her, not out of guilt because you think you owe her or out of obligation to Aiden. Because it'll never work that way.